Today we'll tell the story of the tabernacle, found in the book of Exodus, chapters 33 and 40. May the word of God reach our hearts as a source of inspiration for our lives. Faced with the worship of the golden calf by the people of Israel, Moses ascended the mountain and, in fervent supplication, implored the Lord to forgive them. With a heavy heart and a voice choked by the weight of sin, he cried out, "O Lord, your people have sinned against you. If you can forgive their sins." Words failed on his lips, but gathering all the courage he had left, he continued, "If you cannot forgive them, I ask you to blot me out of your book." The Lord, in his infinite mercy, responded with thundering voice, "I will not blot out your name from my book, but the names of those who have sinned against me will be erased." And in an act of divine justice, he sent a plague upon the people, claiming the lives of many. After the devastating punishment, the Lord addressed Moses with words of guidance and promise. "Lead your people to the land I have promised them. I will not go with you, but I will send my angel to guide you. For if I were to remain among this obstinate people for even a moment, I would destroy them." Crushed by the news that God would no longer dwell among the people, Moses descended to meet the Israelites. His eyes met the tired and distressed gazes of those who, burdened by the weight of their own transgression, wept bitterly. The lament echoed through the camps, reverberating among the tents and resonating in the hearts torn by the awareness of wrongdoing. Determined to find a solution, Moses rose and with resolve made his way out of the camp. There, under the vast starry sky, he erected a tent of meeting, a place where he could meet with the Lord in prayer and intercession. The people's eyes watched attentively as a cloud, a symbol of the divine presence, descended from above and hovered before Moses' tent. In this sacred place between earth and sky, Moses and God began an intimate and profound dialogue. With a pleading voice, Moses begged, "If I am your friend, if you find favor in me, then dwell among us. We want you to lead us. If you refuse, we will stay here. Do not force us to leave. Without your presence among us, we will be like any other people." And the Lord answered tenderly, "You are my friend and you please me. Therefore I will do as you ask." After the turmoil and reconciliation between God and his people, a new task awaited Moses. The Lord instructed him to carve 2 more stone tablets and take them with him to the mountaintop. There, amid the majesty of the heights, God revealed his plan. "This is my covenant with you and your people. I will lead them out of Canaan with great miracles, but it is imperative that they obey my commandments." Moses obeyed the divine command and remained on the mount, immersed in God's presence. With an eager mind and steady hands, he recorded every law, every command of the Lord. The days stretched into weeks, yet Moses persisted, without partaking of bread or water, wholly dedicated to the divine task. 40 days and 40 nights passed, and finally Moses descended from the mount, carrying with him the new stone tablets engraved with the laws of the Lord. However, something extraordinary had happened during his time in the divine presence. His face radiated a celestial light, a reflection of the glory of the Most High. When they encountered the radiance emanating from Moses' face, the Israelites felt a mixture of fear and reverence. Sensing the distress of the people, Moses veiled his face as he addressed them, and then shared all the laws and commandments that the Lord had entrusted to him. With resolute determination, Moses summoned the people to the grand task of erecting the tabernacle, God's dwelling among them. With a firm voice and eyes shining with anticipation, he proclaimed, "The time has come to build the tabernacle, the sanctuary of the Lord. Those willing to offer to the Lord must bring gold, silver, bronze, special threads, fine linen, animal skins, wood, oils, spices, stones, and gems. We need skilled craftsmen dedicated to building the tabernacle, the tent that will enclose it, and the furniture within." With the dawn of the next day, a stream of generosity began to flow. People from all parts brought the necessary materials for the work. Skillful craftsmen stepped forward for the task, bringing with them their expertise and devotion. Day after day, the people continued to bring their offerings, flooding the camp with an abundance of resources. As the days unfolded into weeks, the energy and dedication of the people did not wane. Every detail, from the finest metals to the most delicate threads, was delivered with joy and gratitude. Until finally Moses proclaimed loudly and clearly, "Stop the offerings. We have enough and even more than necessary." Thus, under the visionary leadership of Moses and the generosity of the people, the tabernacle began to take shape, a tangible symbol of divine presence among them. With meticulousness and reverence, the people devoted themselves to the construction of the tabernacle, following exactly the instructions that God had conveyed to Moses. Every detail, every measurement, every adornment was carried out with dedication and care as a tangible expression of their devotion to the Lord. And so it was that 2 years after their departure from Egypt, on the exact day they had left those lands of slavery, the tabernacle was completed. Moses, the wise and pious leader, walked through every corner of the newly erected structure, examining meticulously the work done by the people. His heart filled with joy upon seeing that everything had been executed according to the divine instructions. With a solemn and warm blessing, he blessed the people, acknowledging their effort and faithfulness. Then, before the amazed eyes of the entire congregation, a cloud descended from the heavens and hovered over the tabernacle. An aura of celestial splendor enveloped the sacred tent, flooding it with the glorious presence of the Lord. From that moment on, in all their journeys through the desert, the people of Israel would carry with them the reassuring certainty that the Lord was with them, guiding and protecting them at every step of the way. This is the 13th and final part of a series where we tell the biblical story of Moses and the Exodus. Stay with us so you don't miss the next chapters of this story that is so important to all of us. And if you missed the previous episodes, we have a complete playlist with all the videos in chronological order. Our next video series will tell the story of the search for the Promised Land. You can't miss it. If you're not subscribed to our channel yet, click the subscribe button and join our community. Don't forget to comment, leave a like, and click the notification bell. Your presence and participation here are very important to us. Today I want to leave a verse that is found in the book of Exodus, chapter 33, verse 14. The Lord replied, "My presence will go with you, and I will give you rest." May God's presence be a constant in your life, bringing blessings, joy, and love. God bless you.